Hi, girlies. Welcome to Book Please Podcast. It's Alina here.
Hey, guys. It's Amanda.
Girl, before we get started, I'm going to need some prayers. I'm going to need some positivity. I'm going to need some good thoughts.
Good
Okay.
juju?
Because I'm going to a dark place tomorrow.
A dark place.
I'm going to the DMV.
Oh.
And I don't have an appointment.
I was going to say, time the F out. Make an appointment. You're in and out.
No, I can't make an appointment because it's so far from now and I need certain things done like immediately.
What?
And I want to cry. So I have to like show up at the crack of dawn, pray
Which
that
you
they're going to
won't.
let me in. No, I have no choice. And not only that, I have to get a Florida license. So I have to show up with a full beat, hair and makeup.
And you better bring all your paperwork.
Yeah, trust me, I have that all in line.
Mhm.
But it's like I have to pray.
Which one are you going
Eat,
to?
pray, love, Lauderdale Lakes.
That's where I went. Okay. Good luck.
And I have to like literally hope to every god there is out there that they let me in at the door, because you know how they'll be selective. Like they'll be
well,
like,
if you get there early, you'll
they're
be
like,
fine.
we'll get the first 10. Like I'll definitely get there before they open, but how early are people lining up before they open?
Okay, so this one,
Opens
there's
at
going to be
8.
a line outside.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a line inside.
Uh-huh.
So you go from one line to another line.
Yeah,
So,
I know how that goes,
Good luck.
but I'm
But
just,
it prints out quick.
yeah.
So you're like, once you go through the stuff, and the lady was nice, she let me take my picture twice, and then
Okay.
I waited like 5 minutes, and then I was gone.
I hope that's,
Yeah.
that's what happens.
This
And
was
here's the thing.
pre-COVID.
I need multiple things done too. Like that's the problem. Not only because I didn't realize this. I got a new car. I've only had it for a number of months. I have not had it for a year. But the way that it works in Florida is like, apparently your registration expires on your birthday.
Yes.
Mine in Jersey expires every year in the month that you renew it.
Yes.
So like if I got my car in August, then I wouldn't renew it till August. Apparently, even though I had only had it for a few months and then my birthday came. Well, what if your birthday's the following week? Like you just have to get a new registration. So I had no idea. So I tried to renew it online and it's like, what's your Florida license plate and this and that? And I can't do it. So because my car is Florida and my license is Jersey. So now I got to get everything done. I'm riding dirty. This is not a guilty admission. This is an alleged claim that I don't have a registration, but I didn't know.
Amanda's not about that life. She moved here. She changed everything. I
Yeah.
didn't want no issues. I didn't want. And then make sure. Oh, you already returned your. You don't have. Do you have Jersey plates?
No, not because I got a new car. So that's the
Oh, so
problem.
you have
They don't
Florida
match.
plates.
They don't match
Oh,
anymore. So
okay.
now I can't even like, it's a whole thing. So now I need to do the,
Well, you do it once and you're done. That's it.
yeah.
Just get a new license and you're done.
Like, here's the thing though. We have multiple things to pray about. Like not only, I got to be let in. I got to make sure
You'll be
everything's
let
right.
in.
But I also got to make sure that like my picture looks good.
Oh, well, that's out of your hands. If it doesn't look good, you asked out.
No, that's why that's why I'm asking you and all of our booklets to just, pray. Because I need, and it's like, I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. to do this beat because they open at 8. I'm going to have to be there at like 7:30, the latest. Like, it's going to be a journey.
Hopefully, try and go to someone that looks nice. Like, if you see someone
I'ma
that
try.
they look like a
But
see
they
you next
just
Tuesday,
like tell
don't
you,
to
go to
them.
this person, that's how I get like at the airport. Do you get like that? Like when I'm like, oh, this luggage is like a pound or so or over, and I'm like judging the people. I'm profiling.
Like, who will care?
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God. And then I try to hang it off the edge a little bit. And like, you try and play this game. There are some people who like will for like half a pound make you take, like I will just throw whatever.
And then you got to
I'm
get back online.
I'm like, oh yeah, let me take my nice fur coat and put it over me in the airport because it takes up room in my luggage and weight. Like, yeah, it's so dramatic that they make you like open the suitcase for half a pound.
Well, now they have suitcases that tell you how much it weighs.
Really?
Yes, I think that chick, what's that chick from Pretty Little Liars? You know what I'm talking about? The one that has a luggage
Lucy
line?
Hale. Oh, no, Bees. Oh, Shay Mitchell.
Yeah, so she
Shay
came
Mitchell.
out with one that it tells you how much it
Bays
weighs.
or something. BEIS.
Yeah, so
yes.
that's convenient.
Oh, she's genius. She's absolutely
thought of that.
killing it with her luggage line. Shay Mitchell, love her. Not only that, but her social media tactics are a 12 out of 10. If you go on her TikTok, that girl is just, she's so funny. She's with all the trends. She knows like functionality, but make it cute.
She's
and like
cute.
things that we need.
Yeah,
I
she's sweet,
love
cute,
her.
and I love her neutral colors. Like she doesn't do anything
Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
It's like nice, normal colors.
Honestly, we're doing a little Booklette's gift guide in this episode, and that is a great gift.
That
like
is.
that luggage is something like,
Yeah.
and it's like perfect, like for traveling for the holidays, for after, like.
Yeah, I have the weekender one.
Oh,
that
the
you can put
weekender
the
bag.
shoes under.
Yes,
and
it's so cute. They have like these bags that you can like take it like a duffel, but it fully comes out where you can have like all your clothes laid out like on hangers and everything has a
Thinks of
compartment.
everything.
And then it folds up into this tiny thing, and it fits like as a personal item on the plane.
I'm doing life wrong. I should.
Oh my god!
When they come out with stuff that they invent, I'm like, why can't I think of
This
that?
is another episode of
Ah.
Amanda and I getting mad that we didn't invent something. We do this all the time. We do this all the time.
I get
We're
so
like,
mad.
we are constantly concerned about like what little thing that we can make simpler.
And I'm complicated. Mine is never simple. It's like an app.
Yeah, you're like,
Something
I
I
want
would
to create this crazy technology AI robot. And I'm like, can we come up with a new paper clip? Like, I just want like simple. And I don't know, is it just me or do our studio lights, does it seem bright? It's like shining bright like a diamond in here tonight.
I didn't touch it, so
I
questionable.
turned off that
Main light.
something is off. Something is afoot. Something is afoot.
I guess
I'm
we'll
like,
see after recording.
I know. Like, don't you feel like off? I don't know if the table.
Maybe
was
it's where I'm
moved.
sitting. I'm usually
I don't
here.
know.
Maybe you got to look farther.
I know it's gonna hit me later, and now I'm like, are the cameras all working? You know, we gotta eat, pray, love, honey. We gotta.
YOLO.
Yes. Let's talk about the holidays.
Ugh. I love end of year. Like, even in Florida, like I feel like us being from up north, we don't get
Yeah.
like the snow and the
Yeah.
cold and the, wearing boots. But even in Florida, I feel like our holidays are great. We
Yeah.
still have lights on the
Yes.
freaking palm trees.
My tree went up before
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
it looks beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're gonna have to take a picture so Austin can throw it in there.
Yes. Let's rewind to an episode where you said you better not have a white tree. And what do you think? So you do like it?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you make it classy.
Yeah, and it
Like,
wasn't
some
a
of
white
them-
tree.
Some of them look trashy, you
Yes.
know, whereas but you seem like the type that would like these girls. I could see you with a freaking pink tree.
Oh no. Girl, come on now. When I was a kid.
Well, I like
But
your
there
tree. It looks
are
very
ways to
traditional.
make the pink tree still chic in the right room and the right, like to elevate it and not
Mhm.
look like it's a kid's tree.
Yes.
However, I've never gone that far. I have had a white tree that looks pretty with neutrals and stuff. But what I have now is my latest tree
It's
which
nice.
I always wanted it. It's the green tree,
Mhm.
but it has the fake snow.
Mhm.
So it's like a little frosted. And
cute.
I was just, it just made me so happy.
I'm not very festive like you. Like, I don't put any decorations up. I don't put a tree. I do nothing.
There is something that, well, it makes me happy and excited. And I just feel like you feel so festive. You know what I mean? Like,
just
it just
like
brings
eating.
me joy.
I like the food
The
part.
food part. Okay, well, that's festive. Like, you can
Thanksgiving,
get
Christmas, yeah.
like holiday cookies and good, nice smelling candles, and you can
Yes.
make it festive.
That's all I like.
There's like this quote that I had seen, like, and it circulates now every year. And it's like, when you grow up and you realize like all the holiday magic was your mom, like all the Christmas
Mhm.
magic and all
I
the
think that's
stuff.
what it is for me. My mom always did that stuff.
Yeah.
She decorated. I just
Yeah.
like appreciated it.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
So now I'm like, that has
That's
to be
me.
me now. So, we do it up. And
Aw.
I put up stockings. I did the whole thing. We put out our picture with Santa with cash, like just
So cute.
yeah. So had to have that all ready for Thanksgiving. And I hosted for the first time ever because I'm a big girl now.
Aw.
That was fun.
Yes, I enjoyed it. Food looked fire.
Yes.
Everything tasted good. I mean, I had dinner somewhere else, but then I came over for dessert.
Yes.
But I did see
Amanda
the food still
rolled
there.
in for the dessert with all the dessert. She's like,
had to.
she went to like this premier bakery with the most beautiful pastries, desserts, cannolis, cheesecakes, chocolate covered strawberry. I mean, oh my God.
I had to diversify.
Guys, if I look bigger this episode, I am. Okay. Like,
it's okay, it's the holidays.
You really, yeah. And then my brother brought like, we warmed up an apple pie, but he also brought like the vanilla ice cream that you put on top.
You need it.
I love a hot and cold.
Yes.
Like, those cookies that they do at the restaurant and then they put ice cream on top and
so
it's like the
good.
melt. It's like hot
or
and
like
cold.
a nice little warm cake
Yeah.
with the ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh,
Great vibes.
I love food.
What is your like favorite Thanksgiving dish?
So I sound so basic, but if anyone knows me, they know I love
Potatoes.
So
My potato queen.
so mashed potatoes is like, I cannot do Thanksgiving without mashed potatoes. And I would say the second one would be mac and cheese. Like those are two staples.
Yeah.
Minus the turkey. Of course, you need a turkey.
Yeah.
But those two sides, like if you don't have them, I ain't coming over.
Yeah, no, I hear you. For me, the sides are more important than the turkey.
I agree.
The turkey was great, loved it, but absolutely, I'm all about the sides. You are a potato queen, and it's funny because your least favorite form of potato is
a fry.
A fry, which is most people's favorite.
I know.
But you also make me like notice potatoes more and appreciate them more. Like like the other I forget what we ordered. Like I usually get a chicken sandwich and my boyfriend gets the burger like this always, and we get fries with it. And one day randomly I subbed my fries for a mashed potato, and I was thinking of you. And like
it's
even
like a meatloaf.
if I see now like a loaded potato on a menu, I think of you, and I'm like, where's my Mandy girl? Oh yeah, I love potato skins. But yeah, it's so funny.
What about you?
My favorite Thanksgiving dish is definitely a tie, especially this year. Like as far as what was on my table, mac and cheese. I made a bomb homemade.
Looked delicious.
And if you don't grate the cheese, you're doing it wrong. You got to
100%.
hand fucking grate that cheese. I loved it, and it has like a nice crust on top. And tied with my girl Cassidy came over.
I knew that was going to be it.
It was bomb. Did you try it?
I did try it. It was good, yeah.
Sweet potato casserole, beyond. And it was the best one I've ever had.
That's a staple, too. I feel like that usually is traditional there. But, of course, I'm like.
It was probably the best thing on the table. Like, I will put my mac and cheese second. Like, hers was first.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really good.
See? You're invited to everything.
Yes, girl. Yes, you are. This bitch, she just, like, can make every drink and food item.
Yeah, she's like wifey.
I can't.
Top tier wifey material.
Do you understand? She, like, made Christmas cards. She sent them out, and like even her stamps, I can't compete.
Oh,
I can't
so
compete.
Cute.
It's like an animated like little picture of her dog.
Oh,
and I'm like, are you kidding me? It looks just like your dog on your stamp. Like, I just can't.
Love a great dog mom.
Yes, always love the dog moms. But that was definitely the best dish, and I think the dessert, like, can't even pick. Yeah. Everything was so good.
I don't want to get emotional, but I also want to say,
yes.
I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like the holidays are hard for people because it's been a long year. People lose people. People don't
it's
have everyone there. But, you know, I feel like when you do spend time with family, even the ones that can't make it, you know, you talk about good memories.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving and, you know, looking forward to Christmas.
Yeah,
or whatever holiday you celebrate.
Yes, for sure. I mean, there are so many too, and it's not just Hanukkah. Like, there's so many different ones like around this time of year that we all come together is the point, and it's so special. It's a time to reflect. It's a time to appreciate and remember, and it's just like a warm and cozy feeling.
And if you're torn between like, you know, wanting to go see family and like life is so short, do it, spend time with family.
So
you know,
true.
You don't want to regret that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I used to think that when I was younger, that when I had my own family, like I used to think like Christmas, the whole gift things is a little much. Like I'd rather give my family experiences. I'd rather travel as a family. But then that's just like you and your immediate family. So I kind of changed my view on that because I want to be with everyone.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. That's so special.
Yes.
You're the cutest. Are you going to cry? Just a little.
She's coming soon.
Just a little. Yeah. That's okay. Everyone, you know what? Like every podcast talks about it so openly, and like, you know, it's about time we sprinkle it in there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Do you watch that girl on TikTok that she like tries to give all these like life, for example, like if he's not. Like if he's not paying for it, he can't have it. Like she says stuff like that, like to try and then she goes sprinkle, sprinkle. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my God. So whenever I see a quote where it's like woman empowerment or like, you know, woman giving advice on dating, I go sprinkle, sprinkle in the comments.
My God, that's
and then I'll see someone else comment.
Funny.
I'm like, they
wait, that's so funny because that's like her advice. That's how she says it.
So she'll be straightforward.
Yeah.
And then she'll be like, so she says, like, for example, if a man wants to take you shopping, you know, and he's like saying no to some things, the way you can go about it is say, like, is this something you can afford? Like, you know, so you make him feel bad about it. So she, like, that's like for me, it's more funny. Like, I don't, like, live by it. But one of my friends, Jenna, showed me her. Now I'm, like, obsessed.
Yeah. Oh, my God. We got to find out who she is. That is
There's
really
one
funny.
where she has, like, she's running, and it's, like, animated, and her face is on, like, the animation.
Yeah.
And she's like, someone's dusty son is chasing me.
Oh, my God. That is really funny. I have to find her.
I'm going to, It's going to change your life. We're going to be
Yes.
sprinkle, sprinkle girls.
Yes. Perfect. I'm going to be honest. I was just paranoid and I got up and I checked the cameras. I'm telling you, there's something afoot about this room. There's something. But we're good. We're rolling. Everything's recording. Everything's good. God bless America. Okay.
Yes.
So now let's go. Speaking of holidays, let's go into our Booklette's holiday gift guide.
Yes.
So we figured we would come up with a list of like some of our faves, like some little items that we think that the book lover in your life would enjoy.
And honestly, we should have did this last week because then people could have bought it for Black Friday.
What was Black Friday? Go ahead. Before we do our gift guide, what were the sales, honey? Because Black Friday and Cyber Monday were a fucking scam this year. If you think you had a sale, no, you didn't.
Okay, so listen to this. So my little sister, I like to ask everyone, what do you want for Christmas? Because I'm
Yes.
buying it on Black Friday or Cyber Monday.
Smart.
So my little sister was like, oh, I want a new iPad. So my mom sent me the link. It was like really, really cheap. And she sent me it like Wednesday. And I'm like, oh, Friday is going to be way cheaper. So I wait till Friday to
Yeah.
buy it. Sold out. Sold out. And I'm like, F my life. So I had to pay more for it. But I was just like, what a effing, like, I like that they release stuff early, but like save stuff for Black Friday so we can all get a chance.
Yes, there's so many of those stupid early sales, and then they're like, get it now, and then you get it, and then they're like, last minute sale, last minute
Cheaper.
deal. Yeah, it's cheaper. I fell for something stupid.
Oh, tell me.
Fashion Nova sent me a text, and they said, we're refunding the next 2,000 orders. And I had seen people like that did it for Black Friday, and they were showing like stories of people getting refunds because they like on all their orders. So it was Cyber Monday now, and now I'm like, you know, aware of it because I had seen it happen on Black Friday. So they were like, we're refunding the next 2,000 orders. So I just put 2 things in my cart and I buy it, and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. No fucking refund. I want that $50 back. I'm about to cancel the order.
Well, Fashion Nova was super popular. It probably went quick.
It probably went. I was at a low point. At one point I Googled and I was like, how, like, just to get a gauge of like how many orders they would get. Cause I'm like, I have no
so
shot.
funny.
I'm like, I have no shot. And I was like, they're
They
cute.
got you. And you know, that's
They
good
got
advertising
me.
because you're going to buy it anyways.
And I thought it was so quick with it.
Yeah.
I was like, ain't no way 2,000 people did that shit before me. You know,
Ugh.
I got this nice sweater dress.
They probably picked the people that picked one item.
like literally, but I picked 2. It was
That was
cheap.
so
Like
chill.
well, whatever. I picked this beautiful sweater dress, like a midi length, like I can
Cute.
wear it for Christmas or whatever. And then I love an oversized. I live in like oversized
Love those,
sweatshirts
yep.
and t-shirts with like socks. That's like how I live at home.
Yes.
So I found this really cute Wicked t-shirt. You know me, I'm all about it. It was this Wicked t-shirt, and I just put it in my cart.
So
I had like
you.
an oversized cute, like, you know,
Aw.
one to hang out in the house, and then my sweater dress. And I was like, damn, y'all ain't gonna pay for this. Like,
Well,
I gotta pay for it.
I'm happy to say I didn't buy one thing.
Honestly, aside from that, they didn't get me because they didn't have sales.
Mhm.
Honestly, a lot of people were. There was this one girl on TikTok. She was so funny, and she was just like, "People used to get arrested on Black Friday. People used to fight. People used to turn into animals.
We don't need TVs
And they
anymore.
were like, "We don't have sales like that anymore." I was dying.
It's true. They're not, I feel like it's not, honestly, Amazon makes it so easy to not care for, you know, shopping or like stuff there is so affordable.
And you know what else? TikTok Shop is an up and comer.
Oh, TikTok.
I've been getting. Then they've been getting me.
Same. I just bought that freaking
This
eyelash
shirt
serum.
It's from TikTok
Ugh.
Shop, and they're the cutest crops, and I just wear them all the time. I get like the little lip kit sets, makeup.
I was skeptical at first, but then I was like, if these like Gen Zs are doing it, you know, because
These
the
Gen
millennial in
Zs.
me is like, I don't trust it.
You have to go by the brand, because some of them I did, like I got like. There's like, and it's so cheap that it's like, okay, fine. I spent like $2 on a highlighter,
Yeah.
for example. This happened to me 2 times with highlighter, so maybe I should just stay away from highlighters. But the TikTok Shop, I got them, and they're both like dried out, and I'm like, what is this? And like, am I gonna return the $2 highlighters? No, but
Yeah.
like, it pisses me off that y'all got paid for that because they're
Yeah.
like garbage.
I try and read reviews. If it doesn't have a lot, I don't trust it.
So smart.
Yeah, because I'm
Mhm.
just like, I'm so psycho. I'm like, they're gonna steal my card from me. Like
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah,
crazy.
not TikTok shop, but like, yeah,
Now
you
I
never
know. Yeah,
know.
now they got me. Now
But like
I gotta stay off TikTok.
you're right. I think the Amazon effect has like made a difference on all of like the prices,
Mhm.
the availability, like things
Mhm.
coming the next day. For me, it's like if something takes like 3 days or like comes if I order it on a Monday and it comes by Friday, I'm like, it took 4 scores and 7
Girl,
years to get here.
I would
Like,
DoorDash Sephora
yeah,
because I'm not gonna
girl,
wait for it to
I've
get mailed.
done that.
Yes, I'm the same way. All that places, I will not. If I'm not going to get it right then and there, I'm door dashing
Yes.
it.
Do you know what I thought was me being like so good? I usually always Instacart like my groceries and
Mhm.
whatever. And there's a Publix literally like downstairs from me in my
Yep.
new building. So I was like, I am so amazing because I did the Instacart, but the pickup. So I
Oh.
was like, wow, like I drove downstairs and I sat in my fucking car and I opened the trunk and they put it in my trunk and I drove back and I was like,
Oh.
wow, I went to the market. Like,
Oh. But then you had to
so
bring it
bad.
inside.
Oh, I did. And you know what? That was bad because it's like, you know how you have to, like, you can only do one trip.
Oh yeah, I'm annoyed to do more.
You're
Yeah.
not going back, especially like going into a parking garage, like in an
Mhm.
apartment building and like through an elevator. Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So I went and put everything in my hands. I'm like walking, like something falls out, like this. I'm like, oh my God, it was the most disheveled. I'm like, if somebody followed me with a camera, like from my parking spot to my apartment,
Aw.
it would be funny.
Do you plan on doing that again, or you would never do it again?
No, I would do it
Okay.
again. I think I just like ordered everything
Mhm.
that, so maybe not for one of those.
Yeah.
And then let the people with the carts bring it up.
Do
But
their
like,
thing, yeah.
but otherwise, oh, that just reminded me. I have to give you back your cart.
Oh, my little, yeah, I haven't been needing
When
it.
I was moving, Amanda brought the hero of the day was your cart that you brought
That
us.
shit was like magical.
Yes, you just
Magical.
put
You just gotta,
everything
like,
in
try
that
and
shit and you
rotate it for your
reel
good.
it
Yep.
in, and oh my God.
I would use that for the beach. I would use
Yeah.
that for
But
everything.
these Instacart people, that's what they have, and they just wheel it up to
the
my
little wagon
door.
things, yeah.
But yeah, maybe if my order's smaller, I'll do that. But like the fact that I was proud because I did a pickup, like, girl, you didn't go in the market.
I feel like you're growing up. You're doing returns.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I was sitting in bed last night and I was thinking that. I was like, I was thinking, wow, I need to return this thing to Amazon. I'm going to go tomorrow. And I'm literally,
Who is this person?
I don't know who she is. It's like I had my birthday and I grew up.
Oh, love this for
I
you.
was like, it's a whole new me.
Mm.
I'm so proud of myself.
30s is like the midlife crisis for us.
I can't. And you know what? No, for real. And I bought a wreath next door at the TJ Maxx and I loved it.
Aw.
And I was so excited to put it on my door and it was so pretty. Like, I cannot tell you, I've thought about this wreath and I went back and I got it and I love it so much. And I ordered like two different types of wreath hooks and nothing will work on my door.
Oh,
My door won't close with the thing on top.
do a little string.
I've done to wear.
Oh, you got to tie it somewhere, right?
You got to tie it somewhere. I'll just tell my boyfriend to stand inside the door and hold the string all day.
Or you just catch it every time you open the door. So you close the door and then just fucking re-put it up.
I was one of those like weird ladies I got in the elevator with because I gave up after a few days and like ordering multiple different contraptions to hang it.
Do like the
Or we can
strips.
invent.
Like they could stick.
Yeah, but then if I do that, first of all, the wreath is heavy. It's not going to hold.
Listen,
Then
Home
if
Depot
I do
got
that, it's going
something.
to peel off my door paint and then I'm going to get fined by my building.
Oh,
Just too much.
so worth it. Cute.
Yeah. So then it is for a month.
For a month.
And then so now I'm like, oh, I got to return the wreath hooks to Amazon, and I literally boxed it up. Like, look at me.
If you haven't.
I'm doing that tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And I also
now you just gotta get it done.
I have dropped off another thing. I have returned another thing to Amazon since
at
we
you.
last spoke.
Getting your money back. Love this for you.
I can't believe it. I don't notice it though when I get it back. I'm like, pennies for the pool. I can't. Okay, let's get into our Booklette's holiday gift guide. We came up with some ideas for the book lover in your life. Mandy, do you want to go first with one of your items?
And I'm going to just name them, but we're obviously going to link them so you guys can see them. So I have a few things. I'm just going to like describe them.
Yeah.
And then you guys can go see them.
just like tell us and I'll share some. So I don't know if you want to go back and forth. Like, how do you want to do it?
Yeah, we could do that. So the first one I have in here is a wooden triangle book rest with a cup holder.
Okay.
So it has a cup holder. It's like a wooden little thing.
Yeah.
And then if you get up to do something, you just put your book over it, like the little T, like
Yeah.
the house thing. And then you could go do your thing. It's kind of like it bookmarks it for you, but you're like reading
Yeah,
it
like
while
it
you.
folds over. Oh, that looks really cute.
Right? Isn't that cute?
Yes.
So cute. Okay, that was my first one.
Okay. And then I have in there when I read, I love to be under a blanket. Like that is my thing. So like a reading blanket, definitely a staple item. And I found the cutest ones on, by the way, we're going to link everything. We're in our Amazon store. So we'll have the link in this description and you guys can see them. But I saw this blanket in particular. Obviously, like any blanket you think of that person like that they would like is great.
Yep.
But this blanket that I saw on Amazon is so customizable. So you can like, it's so pretty with like a couple books in a row and like little flowers and butterflies around it. And then you can customize on the binding the name of each book. So like you can put
your
someone's favorite books. Like I would have one that said like, "It ends with us, reminders of him, Fourth Wing, A Court of Thorns and Roses." Like, you know, you could do a whole row of the books and then you put their name on it. And it's just the cutest, like, and it's just so personal.
I was going to say it's very personal. I like that. Yeah. Cute.
Yes.
Okay. My next one is, so you know how you can have book holders on the side?
Yes.
You know, like if you stack books, like corners, like little corners.
Yes, book weights.
Yeah, exactly, book weights. So these are clear, like acrylic ones, and then you put flowers in them.
I've seen those.
So it like holds the books, but it like decorates it, and it looks very girly.
That is
cute.
so cute.
So that's another one I put on there. It's like $10, like so cute. Oh, love it.
Okay, so as you know, and as you can tell, we love a tumbler. We love a tumbler. I'm a tumbler queen, obsessed. They're the cutest ones on Amazon, too. You can get whatever vibe for the person that you're thinking of. There was one that I saw that was really cute that says, "In my bookish era." And it's like kind of Swifty, kind of book girly, like both. And I did this one year where I bought my cousin's tumblers, and then inside the tumblers I put a gift card. So I feel like it's just like such a cute idea. Like you can get a cute little wine bag, put the tumbler in there. This is what I did. And then you put the gift card in there. You could do Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Sephora, Ulta. Like I loved that idea and I thought it was so cute. And then you get a tumbler too with your gift card.
Oh, that is cute. And then, you know, even if you don't make it book related, you could get someone a tumbler that they like, that they would like.
Yeah, totally. Exactly.
But you got to put a Barnes & Noble.
Right. Like this is not a book related one, but like we're obsessed.
Technically, Barnes & Noble's has some Starbucks in them. So.
Oh, yes. That is true. That is true.
So I also have, I'm just going to throw it out there, but I have like some bookshelves, floating bookshelves.
Love that.
You know, the floating ones I like are so cute because you can put stuff on top, but then the books are on the bottom.
So cute.
And then my favorite, since we're talking about tumblers.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm someone that like, I like to bring my Kindle into the shower, take a bath, and also like to have a glass of wine. So they have these cute little wine holders where you take the stem and it holds the wine for you so you can like read and drink. So
yeah, she's like all in the bath.
Cute. I'm going to put that in there.
That's really cute. I had something similar. I have a bath tray and it has a device holder. So like if you're taking a bath, it like goes across the tub,
like the wooden ones,
and it has a wooden one and it has like a little stand for your Kindle and little like areas for like a plate or a drink or whatever you want in there.
That's cute.
And then I also on my list, just if I did this also one year for my cousins, if the book lover in your life doesn't have a Kindle, do it.
Yes.
They have the Paperwhite is affordable, and the one I put in here has the pink back. It's so cute. The 7th generation, the new limited edition one. And I know that a lot of people are like all about the smell and like the feel of a real book, but this is something that it's like convenient. It's good for travel. It's good for like nighttime when you're reading in the dark and you can put it in dark mode and your partner is sleeping next to you or whatever it is. Like you don't need to worry about a light source. A Kindle is just convenient. I think like for anybody on the go, you could throw it in a bag and you have your whole library with you. So I don't think you can go wrong with that.
Yeah. And kind of like you said, I feel like a lot of people that are like, no, I would never. Like I like an actual book. I want to. Yes, we get that. You know, I was the same way before I got a Kindle.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you can write on a book, you could do all these things with it. But once you get a Kindle,
yeah,
you're like convenience. You know, you don't have to bulk around a book like you mentioned.
I feel the same way.
Yes.
Like it changed me. When I gave it to my cousins, I was like, listen, I know, but trust me, like you're going to enjoy this.
Especially at night, like you sleep with a partner.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want you to have a light on. You can't read a book without a light. So Kindle, life-changing.
Life-changing for sure. I think you had a Kindle accessory say in there, didn't
I
you?
have a few.
Okay,
So
what are
I
yours? Just name those, and I
so I
have
would say
some.
so I have like if you are highly, highly against Kindles, they do have Booklight, so you could attach a light to your
Yeah,
book.
cute.
And then I also have some holders, like one where you can like eat and read. And then
Yeah,
I just have ones that you can just like be hanging out
like a
and put it a
stand.
stand. So
They
those are
have like
some.
little remote clickers for it, the
Yep,
page
yep.
turners.
Hmm.
I love that one stand that you have. I've seen it a lot. It's like a little fuzzy bowl, like it's pink. I mean, you can
Hmm.
get whatever color, and it's like a snack bowl, but it
Hmm.
also holds up your Kindle.
Yep.
I think it's so creative and cute. I've seen a lot of like book people with
Oh, they
those.
love it. Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then I put also in our cart, I put Kindle accessories. Like you can get stickers and like deck out your Kindle on the back
Hmm.
and then like a clear case
Case. Yep.
over it, which would be so cute. And then one other one that I
And I just
have.
want to mention one thing about the stickers.
Yeah.
You don't have to peel off the stickers. You just put them in the back and they'll stay there. So I don't want you to mess up your Kindle.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
just that's what the acrylic is for, to keep it in place. But,
Oh,
you could
yeah.
change
You
them
just
up.
place it
Yeah,
down and then
yeah.
push it
So I
in.
feel like old Amanda would have been like, oh, I'm just going to, why do I need the
Yeah.
case when I can?
Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, that's a great
Teach their
point.
own.
So that's a great point. And then if not, I'm sure they'll come off, but it's going to be
Yeah.
annoying. And then I thought, like, if you're getting something for your partner who's a reader, because and maybe want to spend a little more and like live with them or something, this is obviously only applies to like certain people gifting, but like a reading chair. I found like these
Oh, that's
cute, like
cute.
cozy ones that are like a cute like corner chair, like almost like comfy, cozy, like the ones
Hmm.
that are like the buccal and different like cloud kind of like you'll see if when you
Cute.
look at our list, like they're really cute, vibey ones.
Yes, and if you
So
guys have anything that you want, that you love and you would recommend,
yeah.
drop it in the comments. We would love to check it out. Send us a link.
Yes, for sure. Let us know too if you get anything from our gift guide. We're so excited.
Hmm.
And we hope you guys get everything on your wish
We'll make sure to have
list.
it on YouTube. We'll also have it on our Instagram. Any of our links that you find, we'll make sure
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so before we get into our book, we thought we would do like, you know, since this is our little holiday wrap episode, we'll still have a few more episodes to end off the year,
Hmm.
but we are going home for the holidays. We may not be in person for the next few episodes. I'll be here a little bit longer. We figured while we're here together, we would go over our favorite books of 2024.
Okay, let's do from like
5 to 1 or
5 to
1 to 5.
5 to 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Go
Which
ahead.
is going to be okay. So I would say number 5 for me
Yeah.
would be. I would say
Did you not write this down?
no. I just have so many options. I want to make sure I pick right.
I'm just
Okay.
joking.
So
I'm
number
just
5 for me
joking.
would be Hidden Pictures
Okay.
by Jason Rekulak. Rekulak. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm bad with names. If you guys
Good
watch.
job.
And the reason I put that on my top is because it's not something I would typically read.
Yeah.
Like I don't usually like fake kind of like horror paranormal stuff, but I thought it was pretty good. I thought it
Yeah.
was done well, so it was definitely a top for me.
Okay. I have, speaking of, in 2 weeks, this author, Mary Bell, is coming on the pod. And I was catching up on her series and I absolutely loved it. The first book is called Viva il Momento. And yes, that is in Italian for a reason. So her book is an Italian love story. But it's like fun and blunt and like punchy. And I love her writing style. It's kind of like about this girl who's like, men are shitty, whatever. Things happen in her life and she takes a trip to Italy and like this was supposed to be like just her like freeing herself, no strings attached, like just being like no expectations
Mhm.
type of vacation. And she meets someone who like maybe ends up being
Mhm.
something more, like kind of like when you least expect it. So it's like an Italian romance and I just love the way that it's written. I love the characters. She did a great job.
Yeah, and make sure you guys tune in when we drop that
Yes,
episode.
coming in 2 weeks. We're super excited.
Okay, so number 4 is something we read on the pod.
Yes.
So I liked Pretty Girls. I thought it was good, twisted, highly recommend.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys watch those episodes, read it. But
Yeah.
it's definitely on my top 5 too.
Okay. Well, number 4 for me is a guest that we had on. It's The Red Flags I Repeatedly Ignored, Love Lesson Lessons by
Mhm.
Brianna McCabe. Her book is just everything. I mean, I feel like it is like a coming of age Bible. It's like a women's like it's just so relatable for so many people like going through things or having gone through things or on a healing journey. I think that book is a must read. So definitely would say that one.
That's a good one too. Like I feel like for me, as you guys can tell, most of mine will be thrillers, but that book to me is like a Bible. It's like a girl
Yeah.
coming age Bible, kind of like you mentioned. So
Yeah.
that is, if I ever want to just like
Staple.
laugh, I just go back and like think of some of the stories she
Yes.
told, and I'm just like, oh man, Brie,
Mm-hmm.
I feel you, sister.
Yes.
Okay, so what are we on, 3?
We are on. Oh, yep, 3.
Okay, so this is one that I read on my own. It's Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose.
You're so funny. That's not even a hard name. You got it. Perfect.
I know, I'm such a nut job. But I liked it. I would say it was so sick. It was so great. And it was one of those things where, like, I didn't know till the end. Like, like when they drop, like, that one line, you're like,
yep,
know who it is.
Yeah.
Just from that one line.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was so good, so well written. I didn't expect it. I couldn't put it down. So definitely up there. I know. I feel like most of mine are like, they've been thrillers. Okay.
Yeah. I tried to mix it up because, I have some love, but I needed to get like a little variety in my top.
Mm-hmm.
But for my number 3, I have A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. I have been, ever since we got into the fantasy world, I haven't gotten out of the fantasy world. I love me some fantasy, especially romantasy. I think the second book far outpaced the first. I didn't even realize that because it was so long ago. I was looking back that we read the second book in that series this year. So that is definitely there. And also the other fantasy book that we did read this year was Iron Flame, which is the second installment in Fourth Wing. But for me, I thought that this book was better than the second book in the Fourth Wing series. So I was picking between the two. I'll give an honorable mention to Iron Flame because love you, Rebecca Yarros. We will be reading Onyx Storm next year when that comes out. Can't wait. But yeah, I would say A Court of Mist and Fury for my number 3.
I love your mixed palette. I feel like I'm like a creature of habit.
That's
where
okay.
I feel like I just love thrillers. And
I
I'm
had
sorry,
to
I'm
do
going
it
to name
for
drop all
the
the
people.
thrillers. I'm so proud. I'm happy you do that for us because
But also, there's something to be said about I did not have as much time this year as I would have liked to venture off and read on my own.
Yeah, I've ventured
a
off
lot
a
of
lot.
the books that I'm gonna have are pod books because slammed schedule. It's been a year for me, so like a lot of our books are like a mixed bag because we try and expand our palette for our which is good because look, they're in my top now for this year.
Yes. And which is funny too because I do like the books that we do read on the pod, but I do venture off because I miss my thrillers. Like I need that that's
me and love books.
Yeah, so
sure.
my next one is another thriller that I read on my own, which is super popular. A lot of people have read it, which is Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier.
Yes.
You guys know I loved Little Secrets by her. But this book was so good, so twisted. Like, I just love her mind.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Little Secrets is so different than this one. This one's, like, one of her OGs. Everyone's read it. Super good. I just love it.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
So that's your number 2.
That's my number 2.
Okay. My number 2 is No Silver Spoons by Trey Forte.
Oh.
And it is a motivational, like, mindset book. And it is something different than I've ever read, but, like, so inspiring. Definitely checked me. It's a quick, easy read. And I have nothing but good things to say about it. And I love the chapters. At the end of every chapter there's a poem, and I just thought that was such a special touch.
And it's a nice quick read if anyone wants to pick it up. It's definitely one of those ones where if you're laying by the beach, you just
you can
puts you
read
in the
that.
mood.
I read it in one sitting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so easy.
I wonder if our first is going to be the same.
It might be. No, actually, I don't think so. I don't know.
So my top.
No, it's not a love book. Your top. So it's
my
not.
top is a love book. Reminders of Him.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
My number 1.
Austin. Clip this. Amanda just said her number 1 book of the year was a love book. And not only a love book, but a Colleen Hoover book.
It has so many layers.
Reminders of him.
I love that. I thought it was so good. Like,
did you bawl your eyes out?
Bawled, like that. If I cry for because of a love book, it's already a top for me. Like pulling on my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Like, I love that book.
The fact that this converted a true thriller reader to enjoy it to the depths that I put Reminders of Him as my number 1 book as well.
That is so funny. And we didn't talk about this,
No,
I swear.
we did. I think we did the same thing last year. Did we both put Fourth Wing as our number 1 book of the year? Or did you not? Did you put it first or second? But I had it as my first.
I know it ends with us, starts with us. We're definitely 2 that I have there.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
We both had It Ends With Us.
But Fourth Wing,
and
I
Fourth
loved.
Wing.
Yeah.
I don't know which one I had first or second, actually.
Yeah.
You're right. But we did. We both had the same top last year and now this year. And Reminders of Him, if you guys remember, is going to be a movie in 2026
Yep.
on Valentine's Day. This book, I mean, come on, girl. Like,
It was good.
And I put it as my number one, even though I've read it before. But we read it this year for the pod. So I was like, there's no way it's not taking my top spot.
And I would say, like, that book, It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us, like, those are her three, like, books I think, like, must reads.
Yes.
Like, Verity's good, but these three are just top tier for me.
100% agree. Oh, well, that makes me like, that is
Are you
my
surprised?
Christmas. I'm shook to my
My
core.
thing is, like, they were all thriller, and I was like, and don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, I love our fantasy books too, but I was so fantasied out
Yeah.
that, like, I liked My Step Away, and I loved Reminders of Him.
Yeah, I'm so happy. There is no greater gift that, like, when you recommend a book to somebody and they just love it like that and they experience it the way that you did. Like, that's like when we went to go see the It Ends With Us movie and it both hit us in the same way. So we're like sitting next to each other, watching it come to life, bawling our eyes out. All the drama aside, we cut out all the noise. Like, we fully immersed ourselves and enjoyed because it like touches in such a different way. And it's so nice that we could have that experience again with this book.
I forgive you for Ugly Love.
Oh my. First of all, stop pinning Ugly Love on me.
You like that book, though.
So what? I never told you to read it. Your book club that you started chose the book.
Is that why we read it?
Yeah.
I thought we had it for the pod for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, you keep throwing this shit at me.
That's just the one book that was no bueno.
And you started a book club, and your book club chose this book.
I think she recommended
And I had
it.
already read it. No. No, honey boo boo child.
Oh, that book was no bueno.
Okay. Well, let's get into our book.
If a book could get no star, okay, I'm No, that's not right. She wrote a book, so she gets 1 star.
Wait, what are you talking? Oh, you're
Ugly
talking about
Love.
Ugly Love still?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't get off that. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Yes, let's get into our book.
Okay. All you Ugly Love stands,
Come at
you
me.
come at her.
No regrets.
At Hi, it's Amanda on social media. Okay. Let's switch gears into the book that we read this week. We read chapters 24 to 31 this week in One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Thoughts?
I feel like not much has changed since last week.
Correct.
The only thing is she's spending more time with Jesse. Sam's giving her space.
Yeah.
They went on a little weekend getaway. She confused me because when she's with Jesse, it's all about him until she starts talking about things that changed in her life. Then she's like, I'm not the same person. So I feel like it's going the direction I expected where like she loves Jesse, but she loved Jesse when she was a different person. And now she's outgrown Jesse and now she has this life with Sam that she likes and wants to keep. And I think her and Sam are going to end up together.
Yeah.
Just because it makes sense.
Yeah, I think that when Jessie left Emma, she was already at a place where she was kind of like, settling down seems nice. This like travel life is only like nice for now. But like she wants to have her little life. Like it didn't seem so bad. And he was like, whoa. And then he came back to like being exactly in that mode. And she had, grown and found a different life with Sam. And she, like you said, has become a different person. And there was a moment that I thought was super metaphoric in this section of chapters that I think had a deeper meaning than just like its value. And there was a moment where they were kind of reflecting and Jessie was, making note of her hair. She went blonder and she cut it and this and that. And he was like, you look totally different. I almost didn't recognize you. And he's literally saying, like, when he had first seen her, like, I almost didn't realize that was you. And then she said, I recognized you the second I saw you.
Yeah, he's still the same.
He's the same. And it's like, he's the guy that's been on an island for 3 years that's going to look like you would think is going to look crazy and different. So it was kind of like deeper to me. I felt like that was a moment where the author's like pointing out, like, she's a different person now.
Yep, and he's still kind of in this limbo space. But she also mentions that he's hiding it better, like, than he is, like, coming back from that. Like, he should be more disheveled, and he's, like, acting like things are okay.
Yeah.
And even with, like, her not liking the St. Peaks anymore.
Yeah.
Her changing her last name back to Blair.
Yeah.
There were so many things where I'm just like, She's not the person you were married to.
Yeah, and I don't like his commentary.
I try and give him leeway because it's
Yeah,
like he
because
wants
he's
his
like,
wife
"Where's my
back.
wife?"
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's like, "The bookstore, this, that." Like, just maybe she went home because look what happened. Her husband died. You know what I mean? Like, and she wanted to be close to family, and maybe that gave her perspective. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I hear you. It just annoys me a little bit. But there is this flip and flop. It's like when she's with Sam, she's like, "This is my comfort. This is my home. The way he loves me, I'm so lucky." And then she's with Jesse, and she's kind of like, "Oh my God, I feel like more home than ever. Like, this is comfort. This is everything." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, girl." But I agree with you. I think you're right that she's in a different place now, and she's grown, and she wants different things, and she's built this life with Sam, and you can't just turn that off.
I mean, I think I would have more respect. Like, for me, the book could just end with her being like, "Listen,
Yeah.
I care about you. I loved you. You were part of my past. I want you to move on. I wish you well, but I built
Yeah.
this life with Sam. I plan to marry him. I
Yeah.
want you to be happy for me." Like, I think that's how it's going to go, but I'm also at the point where, like, stop stringing this poor guy along. Like, I feel like like, we already know you're not the same person.
Yeah.
You want different things. He's not going to come around and want the same life you have. So just let him go and move on and be with Sam.
But I do commend Sam for putting the brakes on
letting
everything
her learn on
and
her
being
own.
like, "Listen," and like, because you know what, even if you just played pretend and just like just went along with her just being home and this and that, he was just like, you will always wonder, like, you'll always have a little something in the back of your mind. He's
She
like,
needed that.
fully explore this. I'm gonna cut the cord. We're gonna put a pause on this for now. And it's hard too because he's really suffering. And like for her, she's like, "Oh, I just got my husband back. Let me explore this." And he's like, "My home is empty. The cats miss you. Everything's different." Like it's just like his world stops, and it's so sad. And he does not deserve that. But it is a true act of love what he's doing to be like, "Listen, figure out your feelings and like
if he made her choose and she did choose him, in the back of his mind he'll always wonder, like, did she choose me because I made her choose me or because she wanted to?"
Right.
So it was the right thing. And I also think when it comes to Sam, like you said, it's super how do you say the word?
Amicable. Admirable.
That word.
Admirable.
I'm special. I think it's what he's doing and like giving her that space. But when she was like hearing about like the wedding and all that stuff and like things being canceled, it was breaking her heart. And she's like, "I just want to rush home." And I'm like, that right there, done. That should solidify. You need to be with Sam. Like, it's just, so I was like, that's it. Go home to your man, girl.
I hope that's what happens because even in the Jesse moments, I'm rooting for Sam. So it's not like I'm not torn.
Yeah, I'm not either. I feel bad for Jesse. Correct. But I also think like I wouldn't want to be with her either because we're not the same.
Yeah.
And even if say he didn't disappear, they may not be together. Like to this day, she probably would have eventually
I was thinking that because I think like there was that moment that was kind of happening a little bit before he left.
Yes, he still wanted to travel to his thing and she was
he even said like, "What was I thinking like the day before our anniversary?" Like I just
I don't think it would have changed anything.
Yeah.
I think she would still be exploring things with Sam. I think they would have divorced. I think it just happened a different way.
Yeah. Agree. What's meant to be will be.
Yep.
Well, we'll leave it at that. Yes. Next week, we'll see if we're right. We are finishing One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid for next week's episode.
If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe. We're also on TikTok and Instagram at Book Please Podcast. And once again, I'd like to mention we do have a Facebook group. It is Book Please Booklets. Make sure to join. Thanks, guys.